So I think it's not until you start to look at what you've actually got here, and I know I mentioned briefly I thought there was 8 formations, 4 on 4. There's actually 9 formations, 5 Axis, and 4 British. And actually when you start to look through them, you realise just how kind of finely balanced this thing is. Certainly in terms of anybody who's played, say, Lats Blitzkrieg, where you're familiar with divisions with artillery. Each of the British units in this has 1 artillery point. Most of their support is in the form of anti-tank, and it's not great at that, but it does kind of give you a very sobering perspective when you start to look at the game. The other thing that I just wanted to kind of briefly touch on is, and I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but part of my reason for starting to do these was how many times I went on YouTube and watched people playing the games and basically making mistakes. Having done this now for a little while, albeit not too many videos, it does strike me how easy it is to make mistakes. So I'm going to apologise ahead of time for any mistakes I make. Certainly I'm not as comfortable with the Battalion Combat Series as I am with the Operational Combat Series. So we'll kind of muddle through this together, and hopefully I'll keep it mostly together. But yes, that's just a big caveat, if you like, from the beginning. So anyway, the first thing that I've kind of done is I've gone through and I've, because obviously I'm just solo in this particular game, I've gone through and I've written out some orders. If I just push this in front of here. So there you can see what I've written. Essentially, I've gone for a much more limited attack by the British. 4th Armoured Brigade is going for 0.206. 7th Armoured Brigade for Fort Capuzzo. The support group will head towards Hellfire Pass. And the 22nd Guards Brigade, Kualala. So if I just quickly kind of look at those, I'm not sure what we can actually see on the map. Well, there we go. There's Kualala. 22nd Guards is that formation there. So they are going to kind of like push in on this position here. And then if I just slide this across a little bit, we can see there's the support group. They are going to come across and take on the Hellfire Pass position and try and do something with that. You can see it's quite a nicely prepared position there. What did we have next? Well, strictly speaking, 4th Armoured should probably be next in sort of view. So 4th Armoured is here, and they are going to push on towards this fort here. And if we move up again, there's Capuzzo just coming in at the top, and scrolling round, there's 7th Armoured who are going to head towards Fort Capuzzo. So it's probably not dissimilar. It's just a little bit more pulled in, and it doesn't feature the kind of the ride over here towards the ridge and Bir Hafid. But my plan, he said, is kind of a more limited offensive that obviously the Germans will respond to with 15th Panzer when they get the chance, to try and develop a fight closer in here rather than out there in the desert, as it were. So we'll see how it goes.